something important missing from politics. It's people like you and me, working people, students, pensioners, the people who politics actually affects. You know what happens when you don't have a say? When ordinary people don't have a political voice. Decisions get made without you. Look at this government and look at this council. We're told time and time again we're all in it together. But in truth, millions of pounds worth of our public services are being carved up. We're being forced to pay for a financial crisis that we didn't create. We say enough is enough. It's time for working people to have a voice. It's time we had a party of our own, a party that fights for our interests, that ends the Tory austerity offensive, defends our services and gives us a real say in how our community is run. That's why trade union members and community groups are coming together, uniting to stand a candidate in every seat in the forthcoming election. Under the banner of the Trade Unionist and Socialist coalition, every voter in Portsmouth will have a community candidate in their ward. Every voter can say no to cuts. Everyone can do their part in realising there is an alternative to austerity.
It's not just happening in Portsmouth. Across the country, we are bringing together trade union members and campaign groups. Together, we are mounting the largest left of Labour challenge in 100 years. In Portsmouth, the Tory council is propped up by both Labour and UKIP. They've cut £13 million from the budget. They've wrecked public services and destroyed jobs. Where is the opposition? Under the Liberal Democrats, this council has carried out £96 million worth of cuts. We have to break this cuts consensus. The real opposition to austerity is outside the council chamber. It's in your community, in your workplace and in your trade union branch. Together, we are the real opposition.
Young people and students are being forced into zero-hour contracts, never knowing if they'll work enough hours each week to pay the rent. We need to end casual labour and poverty pay. We need to create decent jobs with £10 an hour as a living wage, where trade union rights are standard. That's why I'm voting for TUSC.
The Tory government have sold off our post office and carved up our NHS, handing contracts worth billions to private firms owned by their donors. We need to return these valuable services to democratic public ownership. That's why I'm standing for TUSC.
From zero-hour contracts to university fees and the sell-off of state schools, young people are bearing the brunt of austerity.
Education should be free. TUSC would scrap tuition fees, restore the education maintenance allowance for college students and invest in paying apprenticeships with a real job at the end. That's why I'm voting for TUSC.
Portsmouth Council's Cuts Coalition have axed millions from our services. They lament difficult decisions and claim their hands are tied, but they do have a choice. If elected, TUSC councillors would immediately halt the cuts. But that's not enough. In partnership with union branches and community groups, we will create a needs budget. We will create decent jobs with a living wage, build affordable houses and invest in public services. Our movement has beaten austerity before. Together we can beat it again.
Austerity affects all of us. Everyone knows someone that's lost a job, someone who can't afford their rent rise, or someone that can't get the healthcare they need. Shared problems need shared solutions. By coming together through our unions and our community groups, we can build a powerful movement that can defeat austerity. As community candidates, TUSC candidates pledge to accept only a worker's wage if elected. Our MPs shouldn't be removed from the communities they represent. That's how you make sure working people have a political voice. Vote for your anti-cuts candidate and let that be just the beginning. Don't leave politics to the politicians. It's time for the voice of the 99% to be heard. Together, We are the real opposition to cuts. Remember, the fight against austerity begins with you.